Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to have a demo on axle box removal, same box OH and also loading. Today we are going to see that. Normally this will be done during the either TOH or IOH time. So this particular loco 28631 stopped for TOH. So now it has come for the box OH. So this is fourth axle gear end box. Now we are going to remove. Before that I will let you know what are the tools required, accessories are required. I will just tell one by one. This tray, normally after removal of the box, grease will be put and sent to a lab for testing purpose. Sockets 34, 32, 18, impact gun, hammer, chisel and handle. The rope for holding after removal, it will be holding the axle box, and the tray for the accessory, for keeping the accessories. This bucket for the old grease will be put in that. This is the thing. Now we are going to remove the axle box. Box will be put in the stand so that it will not be rotating. During removal it should not rotate. So outer cover will have a 4 bolt of 34 size, and it will be first removed. And diagonally it should be removed, not in the same order, diagonally, so that whatever that stress is that will be released properly. Then impact gun is used for further removal. Initially the torque will be released by using the handle. Manual release will be done by for releasing the torque. Then impact gun is used so that the life of the impact gun can be extended. Now all the bolts are removed. Now we are taking out the end cover. If this is not coming, little bit jerk is to be given so that this will come and to be placed inside the tray. Next we are going to remove the thrust collars. In that it is inner thrust collar and outer thrust collar, but they are fixed by the locking plates. Now the locking plate will be unfolded by using the chisel with a hammer. Whatever that excess grease are taken out and put in the inside the bucket. So there are 4 locking plates in a folded condition. Those are to be unfolded before removal of the bolts. Now we are going to unscrew the bolt size M12 into 85 mm. Socket M12, that is M18 18 socket M12 bolt by using the impact gun. Now bolts are loosened. Now now we are taking out the thrust collars along with inside thrust collar, outside thrust collar all together with a clamping plate and put it in the tray. Now box is free. Only this will be slided out. Sometimes the box will be sometimes tight. In that case we have to go for the using the fixer. Now we have to slide the box using the rope and crane. Now we are going to remove the box. Rope is fixed on the box. Now crane, it is to be engaged in the crane. Now the box will be slided out. Sometimes the same box will be hard also. In that case, the fixer will be used for taking out the box. Now axle box is taken out. Now box is out from the axle. Now it will be taken to watch area where degreasing is done. After that it will go for oiling. Now old grease will be taken out. So before degreasing completely, some portion of the grease will be collected from the fourth gear box and taken to lab. Now he is collecting the grease. From inside you have to take out some portion of the grease and put it in the tray. The tray will be sent to lab for metal content testing. Now degreasing started. Completely the whatever the old grease all will be collected from the box and put it in the bucket, and outside also it will be cleaned. old grease will be collected in between the rollers and between the bearings and inside the box distance piece, wherever it is, all the old grease will be taken out. Now after removing old grease from inside, outer side also to be cleaned properly. So for that, first we are using the scrubber and taking out all the mucks, whatever that unwanted things just pasted on the box will be cleaned. Further, the oil will be used for cleaning also. First we are taking out all the mucks inside. Now we are going to clean the outside axle box with using the oil by this banyan cloth. Now after degreasing and cleaning with the oil outside inside, this will be taken to OH table for further cleaning with the oil. Now the position will be changed here after placing on the wooden piece.
Well done.
So box position is changed now. Further, it will be taken to OH table where this will be cleaned further. So now we are going to again clean with the released transformer oil. He is pouring the transformer oil inside the box. So we have to ensure that both the bearings, inboard and outboard, both the bearings completely immersed inside the oil, so that this will be cleaned clearly. After pouring the oil, so we have to clean the box with the bunion cloth, and inside any grease stuck inside the bearings, that also will be taken out. And by rotating, we see that it is rotating freely, rollers also rolling, and whatever the grease stuck inside the rollers also will come out with this process. Further, he is cleaning the distance piece, housing distance piece. Any grease left over, that also will come out. The same way, he is cleaning the outboard bearings. Outboard bearing also he is cleaning by rotating, and the individual rollers also to be cleaned. Once all the areas reached oil, then the oil will be taken out. Any grease left over in the collars also will be cleaned, taken out. Box collar also will, some old grease will be there, that also will be taken out. Now all the oils are coming out. Now all the oils, whatever that filled is taken out. Now it is put up for the inspection. Right from the collar, it is checked. Any rubbing marks, any cracks, or any metal content, one by one from collar to this. First we are checking the collars. Any rubbing mark is visible, or any box structure, if it is there, just we will notice, and the same box will be rejected in case any rubbing marks noticed. Now inboard bearing will be checked for the cage, any marking on the cage, any pitting marks. By rotating we see that no unusual sound. By rotating we see that no unusual sound. Here there is no unusual sound, so this bearing is okay. Similarly, the outboard bearing also checked by rotating. You see that no unusual sound. Also, any pitting marks in both the bearings. Now this axle box watch is completed. Now the box is okay, bearings also okay. The bearing is fag type. Now further it is only loading is progress. Now we are going to have a cleaning of all axle box components. In that first we are going to clean inside thrust collar. Before that the locking plate are to be taken out and put it in the scrap. This M12 into 55 or M12 into 85 bolts and locking plate one time use. This is inner thrust collar and cleaned. It is attached with the clamming plate. This is clamming plate. This is also to be cleaned thoroughly. Now he is taking out the conical pad. This also it is a one time T watch or I watch, it will be replaced. Outer thrust collar is cleaning. Outer thrust collar normally it is always fitted with a loose slip. This one is loose slip. This is outer thrust collar. This is a fag type axle box. Fag bearings and a fag axle box. End cover greasing also to be taken out. O-ring, that is also will be replaced. Now he is removing it. O-ring. Now components cleaning almost over. Cleaning of the axle components now completed. Now inspection now started. That is outer thrust collar will be checked thoroughly. Any rubbing marks, any crack, anything. Similarly, the loose lip also will be checked for any cracks. Once it is okay, then it is passed, then it will be for the fitment. Clamming plate also checked. In both the side, any rubbing mark, anything is there, we are checking it. Now it is okay. This also placed in the tray. Inner thrust collars also checked for any crack marks, any rubbing, any damage, all physical damage, anything all checked. Now this also is fine, it's okay. Now they are ready for the loading. Further, we have to clean the disc side also. Journal, that is inner races, inboard, outboard, distance piece, thrower. This is outboard inner racer, distance piece, fag distance piece, inboard inner racer, thrower, and the disc. This also to be cleaned thoroughly before loading the axle box. So the same way we are going to check up the journals after cleaning. The cleaning completed. Now I am going to check up the thrower. This is a thrower. Any rubbing mark or any dent mark or any bend, anything, we are checking it before loading the axle box. So we are checking it. Now it is okay. Similarly, inboard inner, this is inboard inner racer. This also checked for any rubbing marks, any crack, anything available. Similarly, the distance piece, fag distance piece also we are checking it. Outboard inner racer also we checked with the journal end face. This also we are checking it. Almost all are good condition. Now this journal is ready for the loading the axle box. So in the continuity of our axle box overhauling and loading, now we are going for testing the axle by ultrasonic method by CMT lab. Once it is passed only, then we will go for loading the box. Axle being checked by ultrasonic method for any cracks. Flaws.
Standard axle. Standard is
Ultrasonic, now it is completed, and the result is its axle is found good condition, no flaws, no cracks. So now it is fit for the axle box loading. Now, what are the instruments used for axle box loading is displayed here. I will explain one by one. The first one is vernier caliper for measuring the length and all. This will be used. Second, inside micrometer. This for measuring the axle box collar, ID, major ID, minor ID collar is there. That will be measured with the help of this inside micrometer. CPM gauge, that is this used for measuring the inside gap. That is clamping plate gap is measured with the CPM gauge. Feeler gauge for measuring the radial clearance of the box. That is, after installation of the box, radial clearance will be measured, and also the bearing clearance also will be measured by using this feeler gauge. Outside micrometer for thrower OD, minor OD, major OD will be measured with the help of this outside micrometer. Once installed, then bolt to be tightened. So torque wrench, inside torque wrench, with the help of this, we will apply the torque and ensure that bolts are tightened as per our requirement. Then cover bolt is tightened with the help of, after tightening, we apply the torque wrench for ensuring the correct torque. That is cover bolt torque wrench outside. These are the instruments. Now we are going for measuring the box as well as journal. First of all, we are going to measure the outer die of the thrower by using the outside micrometer. This is major outer diameter. Then another one is minor outer dia OD. That will be measured. Now we are going to measure the minor OD of the thrower by using the outside micrometer. Now we are going to measure the depth of the collar. Depth of the thrower or collar is measured. OD we have measured is 234.34, that is major, and minor 199.16. This we have measured 29.6. Now we are going to measure the end face, axle end face, where we are placing the loose lip. Next we are going to measure the groove depth. Groove depth supposed to be 8 mm. So we are ensuring it is available 8 mm. The end face 18 to 20 now available is 19 mm. Then further groove dia we are checking it. There the clamping plate will be seated. Now we are going to have a measurement on the boxes. In that collar inside major inside dia, minor inside dia, depth and collar length all are to be measured. Now we are measuring the collar major ID, internal dia. So this value is 235.68, 236. Now we are going to measure the depth, collar depth. Collar depth is 30.24 is coming, it is within the limit. Then length of the collar, length of the collar is being measured. It is coming 40.9 something, this also within the limit. Now inside collar inside dia, minor inside dia also to be measured. We are measuring the minor inside dia of the collar by using the inside micrometer. So the measured value is 199.85. Now we are going to have a final inspection on the axle box by rotating rollers. Any unusual sound we are just checking it. Similarly, outboard bearing also checked for any unusual sound. This is the final inspection before loading. So for at the time of loading, axle box to be filled with 2.75 kg of grease. RR3 is used as per SMA 216. So this is a bucket. Generally we have already measured and kept ready for with grease. Now box is filled with 2.75 kg measured grease. Now this box is ready for loading on the axle journal. Now we are going to slide the box on the journal. Box is bearings, back bearing. We are going to slide now. Now box is loaded. Further that components, thrust collars will be fitted. Now we are going to measure the bearing clearance. It is maximum is 0.16, minimum 0.07. We are measuring the bearing clearance. The measured value is 0.10. This is within the limit. Now we are going to load the thrust collars. The first one is outer thrust collar with loose slip. The front portion is loose slip and thrust collar is at the back side. Now loaded. It should be seated properly. Now inside conical pad will be placed, a new conical pad. Then inside thrust collar with a clamming plate. M12 into 85 new bolt with a locking plate, also new fitted. There are 4 locking plates and 8 M12 into 85 bolts. This is being tightened now. We are tightening the bolt using the impact gun. The grade of the bolt is 8.8. Diagonally it should be tightened. After tightening all the bolts, now again we check up with the torque wrench. The torque required for this bolt is 90 Newton meter. We are checking it. We have to check up the radial clearance using the feeler gauge. We are checking it now. The radial clearance maximum 1 mm. Here it is coming 0.70. So it is acceptable. Sufficient clearance is available now. Next, we are checking the thrust collar clearance. TC used to say. It is a maximum 6.5 to minimum is 4.5. We are checking it. Now the value coming is 5.39. This also within the limit. The third one, CPM, that is inside the gap between the clamming plate and end axle. We are checking it. Minimum 1.5, maximum is 3 mm. One 1.5 is going, 3 is not going, so it is within the limit. We are going to fold the locking plates. All 4 locking plates will be folded. Locking plate folding is completed. Now we are going to measure the outer spacer ring and the housing distance. It's supposed to be 9.5 to 10 mm. This almost it is coming 10, 9.98 is coming. Then we have to measure the corresponding axle box cover projection. Axle box cover projection. This is supposed to be 11.5 to 12 mm. This also coming 11.85 within the limit. Now end cover will be fit. Now we are going to fit the end cover. Before that, O-ring is placed. on the end cover. End cover bolt is M22 into 45. The torque is 310 Newton meter. After tightening with the impact gun, the torque will be checked. It should be tightened diagonally, and it is being tightened. All the 4 bolts are tightened with the impact gun. Now we are going to tighten with the torque wrench for ensuring the correct torque is applied. The torque value is 310 Newton meter. Now we are going to check the gap between the housing and the end cover. 1 mm minimum is required. So now torque is applied, gap also checked. We are going to now mark all the 4 bolts with red color paint. Whatever that measured values are recorded in the overall respective overall register. Now all the bolts are marked with red color paint. Now this is only the procedure. So axle box overhauling, first removal, then watch we are doing it, cleaning, watch, measuring and loading, all should be as per our SMI 216. We are following it. The same manner we are following for the all other boxes also.